Alexander the Great, a Macedonian king, conquered the eastern Mediterranean, Egypt, the Middle East, and parts of Asia in a remarkably short period of time. His empire ushered in significant cultural changes in the lands he conquered and changed the course of the region's history. Alexander the Great, also known as Alexander III or Alexander of Macedonia, is known as one of the greatest generals in all history. Alexander was born in 356 BCE in Pella, Macedonia, to King Philip II. As a young boy, Alexander was taught to read, write, and play the lyre. He developed a lifelong love of reading and music. When Alexander was a teenager, his father hired Aristotle to be his private tutor. He studied with Aristotle for 3 years, and from Aristotle's teachings, Alexander developed a love of science, particularly of medicine and botany. Alexander included botanists and scientists in his army to study the lands he conquered. In 336 BCE, at age 20, Alexander became king of Macedonia when a political rival assassinated his father. Alexander began his reign by subduing rivals in the Greek and Macedonian regions. At a council of the League of Corinth, he was chosen as the commander of a military invasion of Asia. King Alexander began his invasion of the Middle East in 334 BCE. He spent most of his reign on a military campaign through northeast Africa and southwestern Asia. Alexander built many new cities in the lands he conquered, including Alexandria in Egypt. He went on to conquer the lands of the Persian Empire, establishing more cities, and like Alexandria, often naming them after himself. His conquest continued through Asia until he reached the shores of the Ganges River in India. At this point, his army refused to continue further into India, exhausted and discouraged by heavy rains. Alexander was 32 when he died in 323 BCE. During his 13-year reign as the king of Macedonia, Alexander created one of the largest empires of the ancient world, stretching from Greece to northwestern India. Despite his relatively short life, Alexander's legacy had a profound and lasting impact on the world. His empire disintegrated after his death, but the cultural diffusion and the spread of Greek influence continued for centuries. Alexander's achievements and the empire he built had a lasting influence on the development of world history, particularly in the areas of culture, politics, and military strategy. He is remembered as one of the most remarkable figures of antiquity. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.